So unfortunately, Brandon is leaving Santa Cruz Bible. He's found another student pastor position at another church, and so we're currently looking to fill his position. After the debacle of our the past election, we've actually it's strange. We've actually had a lot of politicians actually apply for this youth pastor position, which is good for us, but pretty crazy. We have several decent candidates. We have three that are pretty good perspectives. Welcome, Mr. Trump. We're really excited to actually be interviewing you here. Why do you want to apply for this youth pastor position in the first place?
Mr. Keith, I've always been a fan of youth services. What this service needs, production. Increase production, increase revenue. When you increase revenue, bring in more kids, more fun, more Jesus. We need to revolutionize, modernize. Traditional isn't gonna work. Ain't gonna cut it anymore, Mr. Keith. If you don't believe me, I got friends, I have friends of friends, I have friends of friends who are youth. They all agree this is the way. We need to fix China. 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 The Trump train is leaving the station, Mr. Keith. It's either you're on it or you're off it. If you're off it, you're gonna get run over.
Welcome, Hillary. In your mind, what makes you qualified for this position?
Well, I was the First Lady, I was also the Secretary of State, and I feel like all of these things qualify me for this position because I'm just so great.
I see that. There's a lot of things on your resume here that are actually crossed out. Can you explain some of that to me?
Well, back when I was the Secretary of State, I dealt with a lot of confidential matters. You know, Benghazi, everything else, and it's all just classified.
Bernie, we have just one concern about this interview process with you. It says here that you want to take money from the rich Scotts Valley kids and give it to the poor Boulder Creek kids. And you're really old. You know, after we interviewed Trump for the first time, I was pretty sure that we were going to deny him completely. But after going through the rest of the candidates, it looks like we're going to have to bite the bullet and suck it up. Will he maybe burn down the walls? Yeah, probably. But we just don't know. We got insurance on this church, right?
I'm just misunderstood. Every kid I've ever talked to, they love it. They love Trump. They're on board with the Trump train. Our path is on cue. We are going. We are developing at a rapid pace, better than all usual standards. It's linear, upwards. It's gonna be huge.
Well, his preaching is definitely a little bit unorthodox.
This is my Bible. I have it because it's huge. Huge. Reminds me of my favorite Bible verse. 2 Corinthians. I shall recite it for you. Doesn't matter. Huge. China. China. China.
He gave a sermon about dating that I had never heard before, so a fresh perspective, I guess?
I've had 3 wives. My current one, incredibly attractive. My daughter, Ivanka. Beautiful girl. If she were not my daughter, I would marry her. The secret, kids, to making a woman fall in love with you. Treat them like garbage.
Trump came in and he made this new game, actually. But the way the game works is everyone stands in a circle and someone holds the ball up for Trump. And Trump just spikes it at kids' faces all day. The kids seem to love it.
So Trump's been here for about a month. Things don't seem to be going too well. In fact, he's meeting with Richard right now about something. It's probably not good though.
Donald, we hired you, as our youth pastor because we wanted you to build ministry. We wanted you to build relationships. We wanted you to build programs. But all you keep wanting to talk about is building a wall.
Now you gotta believe me here, Rich. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna be powerful. My plan, my ideas, it's all working very well together. We're gonna have the best kids in this youth ministry. We're gonna have the best ability, the best properties. It's just gonna be great, Rich.
I'm seeing on here on Twitter that you got into some sort of battle online with the Pope. I mean, first of all, how do you even know the Pope? And why are you having a battle with him? I mean, honestly, this is not the kind of publicity we're looking for around here.
It's gonna be huge, huge.
Donald, another point of concern I've got is this, it's your interaction with our female students.
I have a rule in my life. Every 3 years, 30,000 miles, it's time for a trade-in, so, who wants to be the next Mrs. Trump?
The girls here, they love me. All the girls love me. They flock towards me, if you will.
They need a lot of work.
Steaks, Rich. Do you like steaks? Trump steaks. I got Trump steaks. We'll give you Trump steaks. I call my people to give you some Trump steaks.
He keeps going to the playground and he's scaring off the kids. It's kind of weird.
They say I scared the kids away from the playground. I see it as a development. The people who hang around playgrounds, what are they doing? They're losers. They're losers.
I'm really not sure if he's pastor material, like, at all.
People say I'm not pastor material. What does that even mean?
So Richard finally had to have a hard conversation with him. He had to tell him that he's fired.
Donald, you're fired.
You know, things haven't been too bad since I left the SCBC. Lots of free time, new gig, more time to work on my tan. That's my home!
Oh, sorry, dude.
I guess the job just wasn't for me, It's just, they underestimated the power of the Trump train. People underestimate the power of just being out in nature, just enjoying the sunlight, hearing the birds chirp in the morning, It's all just really good, really good. Will I ever be a pastor again? I don't know. Heard Twin Lakes is hiring.